And here's the start of something pretty special. Good evening, everybody, and welcome. This is the start, episode 1. I'm going to say that one more time. Episode 1 of the 2 Cents of Humor podcast. 2 Cents of Humor. We got 2 hosts to introduce. First, my man on the right.
I'm Malik. What's good?
There we go. And my name is Alex Quo, and we are your hosts for the show. How you been, bro?
I've been great, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
I'm glad to be here with you, man.
Glad to be here. Glad to start this. Glad to show everybody what we've been working on for the past couple months now. Gonna throw it out to everybody. This is what it is. But hey, man, if you want to jump in first, I mean, I'm excited to talk about it. But if you want to give a little, description on what the show is and what to expect.
Yeah. So basically, our show is we're 2 Cents of Humor. Our premise is you text us your crazy or downright sad or ridiculous relationship confessions or stories. You text them to us anonymously at the number 585-447-5883 for a chance to be featured on the show. And we just kind of just talk back and forth about your pain, your sadness.
We weigh in, we give our 2 cents, and we offer advice, but we also identify. It's hard out here, whether it's relationships, whether it's just a confessional story.
It's tough.
No matter what you're going through, life is an experience for everybody. And, there's one thing I've learned personally, it's that it's good to have a safe space where we can just kind of talk about it, discuss certain issues. And that's what we want to do. So we're going to feature some of what we hear from the listening, the people at home. Feel free to submit your stories. Not his personal number, by the way.
Not my personal number.
He loves saying that it's not his personal.
Not my personal
Most
number.
Definitely not. People think it is, but it's definitely not. No. But feel free to submit your stories to the show. But just real quick, who we are as people. I'm a stand-up comedian. Been in New York for a little while now. You see me out here at these clubs doing shows and such. So, I'm out here making my moves. I'm over here. Him too.
Yeah, stand-up comic as well. New podcast host.
There we go. That's right. So you know what? Expect to hear us on these airwaves. This is going to be dope. And with that, I just wanted to really just jump right into it, man.
All right,
We've got submissions already. So again, be sure to text the number. If you could read the number one more time.
Yeah, that number is 585-447-5883. It is not my personal. Don't text me on some weird stuff. Because
people already do. People already text them on that weird shit. But we got some submissions lined up for our first episode, and we're ready to share them with y'all. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, let's get one going.
You got it first.
So this first one. Me and my current boyfriend just started dating today, and while we're out, he goes, "I'm gonna spit in your mouth." In front of a crowd of people.
Oh, Lord.
I stopped dead in my tracks and called my friend to bring me home. He's been calling for hours, and I can't bring myself to answer.
All right, so she got a freaky man. so the man a freak, and he has no sense of, PDA etiquette, public display of affection etiquette.
He went out the gate just like, I'm going to spit in your mouth. Just straight, like
that.
How spitting in, like that, if that's first base for you, I'm horrified to figure out what's second.
Yeah, right? That's a new relationship. That's he's already jumping to that. That's weird. I mean, look, everybody moves at different paces. I know that.
I feel like you gotta dip your toe in
before you
in the spit play. You gotta.
That's a little much.
That's a little much.
It's a little much.
Would you let a girl spit in your mouth?
Actually, I keep all bodily. I mean, well, not all, but I keep when it comes to spit. That's such a direct
bro.
When is that? How was that ever the turn on move?
Bro, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. I've been with a girl and she's like spit in my mouth, spit, and I'm like, and then I'm not gonna lie, I've done it, and there's just something about seeing just my the spit from my
weird,
black
bro.
Ass mouth.
That's weird, bro.
Landing on her, I'm just like, what?
That did something for you? That did it?
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't ignite anything. It makes me feel wrong. I'm like, this is wrong. What would your family think about this?
That's who.
No, I can't do it.
All right, so now
make me want to get a towel and wipe you down. I'm not.
All right, so put yourself in her shoes, okay? Mm-hmm. So that happens to you, right? You're
if
in
she
public.
wants it,
But then now he's calling nonstop, and now you kind of ignoring the call. He should know from that alone that there's something wrong there. But motherfuckers don't care. He's doubling down. He's like, he thinks he's in the right here.
He's like,
what do you do? How do you bring this? How do you address this conversation?
I think if I'm her, I because like if you really like this dude, I don't think it's right for you to dodge him. I think you need to. I think as a woman, you need to, I know it's hard and scary sometimes to be vocal, especially like strange guys. But if you're gonna, be in a relationship with this dude, I think you, it's, I think it would really be a good thing to express your boundaries. Like
That's the nice way of saying, just leave him alone. Don't go anywhere near this brother. What the hell?
I mean, establish boundaries. Like, be like, yo, hey, when you say these things to me, I feel uncomfortable, or like I'm not into being spat on. Like, I don't know.
I'm not into being
I don't know what other girls you've been dealing with, but keep your bodily fluids to yourself.
that it just makes me think, because I feel like there's a certain point, like as far as relationships go, and this is with anybody in general, it's like you got to introduce your weirdness. Everybody's weird. This is what they don't tell you. Every single person on this planet is weird, right? But you have to slowly introduce your weirdness to people. You can't jump out the gate with spit. Like no, it's not. It's too much.
That's like hopping straight to the ass eating phase.
Yeah, you can't. Nah, you gotta work your way to that. That takes effort. Like it's like jumping to spit. Like gargle some water around her first. See how it feels. You know what I'm saying? Like start with like say you got a sore throat, just gargle some salt water. See if they freak out. Like, all right, maybe we could jump to to that sort of thing. It's weird which begs the question actually for me to you now. So that's obviously, and I'm going to revisit it, but it's obviously a weird scenario. You have a weird scenario that you can relate to when it comes to something like this?
What, like sexual encounters? Like
it could be a sexual encounter or somebody getting too weird too quick. It could be anything like that.
It's I've had sexual encounters that have been weird.
I feel like everybody got a weird one, but okay.
I'll share one. Okay. It's just not, sometimes as a person, you're not really sure what your other partner is like into or isn't into, like this guy. And, I've been that dude at one point where I'm just like, oh, do you like this? And
you just throw shit out there?
And like, I'll just try it and they'll be like, bro, what are you doing? Yo, stop. Like, why are you biting my ear, man? Chill out with that. Like, and I'm like, and I'm just like, damn, like not everything works with, you have to, I feel like you have to have that talk with people.
You got to find a freak who matches your freak. Everybody got a freak in them, but it's like not all freaks are compatible.
Or you just have to figure out where you're at. Like because I feel like, with relationships, they're give and take kind of, and there's some room for like, some flexibility. And I feel like if you're like, here's my boundaries, I'm willing to go a little bit past them for you because I like you, but not this much far. But I'll bend a little bit for like maybe that might be healthy. I don't know. I'm not a relationship coach. I'm just a guy.
But I'm a guy. I'm a guy who knows weird, right?
Yeah.
It's like definitely, because then you got to start asking, where you find people like that? That sounds like they was found through an app. That's what I feel like. Because the freaks is on the apps. Yeah. That's what I learned. There are a lot of freaks on the apps.
Ain't you on the apps?
Yeah, I am on that. Yes. It takes a freak to know a freak. Yes, I've been on the apps. Catch me there. Yes,
I'm not on a single one of them. You ain't catching me on Hinge. You ain't catching me on Tinder. I'm not on any of them.
You don't.
None of them. No.
Well, I mean, but like just in general, like
I was in the past, but it's just not. It's not my.
Not conducive to your efforts.
It's not my playing field.
It's not your playing field.
I feel like I have a personality that is like. I feel like the best way to describe my personality is a really tasty meatloaf. There ain't nothing appealing about it until you really like meet up with it in person and you start. This is actually not bad.
You just compared your personality to meatloaf, bro?
Yo, it's classic. It's a classic. It's a staple.
Oh, he's meatloaf. I mean, but
a really good meatloaf.
If I were to compare my personality, I'm like jerk chicken. Like
I agree.
I agree. Like hit me out, right?
Yeah.
Like all right, I pop in the beginning, like ooh, like I felt that, like I'm like ooh, right? But the more you eat it, then you kind of get used to it. It's like okay, all right, and then it's like I could be kind of a jerk sometimes too, but it's like not really. It's person. And I go great with an ice cold glass of water. It'd be like that.
I feel that.
It'd be like that. but all right, as a meatloaf personality, you bring up something very interesting.
Yeah.
So as a meatloaf personality, there are layers to weird, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, so I take you more.
Don't put raisins in me.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Whatever raisins are in this analogy, yeah.
I've seen some raisins in meatloaf, and
People like their meatloaf a certain way.
listen, I did not go back to her house.
It's
Before
weird.
you ask, yes, she was.
Yo, you wildin', bro.
She,
He's wildin'.
Yes,
The
she
weirdest. I don't want. I mean, it's crazy to think, but it's like the weirdest you could ever. I feel like weird shit happens every day when it comes to people, right?
mm-hmm.
But I guess the weirdest I've seen. Oh, all right. This is a true story. So I've seen this on the. I met up with somebody in the apps once, right? Real talk.
Which app?
I mean, I dabble in a lot. It was Tinder, right? But
Okay.
Tinder is the most popular. But this is when I realized ain't nothing good happening on those apps. I did meet up with somebody, and she actually gave me a miniature doll of herself. It was a voodoo doll of her.
Oh.
She was into witchcraft and shit, right?
Oh.
So like we were talking on the app, you know, we were going back and forth. She was like, hey, I'm gonna bring somebody with me when we hang out, right? You know, she mentioned she was into witchcraft. I said, ooh, freaky shit on Tinder. Makes sense, right? It was a super like. I said, all right, I super like freaky shit. So we meet up, and she literally gave me a voodoo doll of herself, and she said, you could do with this whatever you want when I'm not around.
It had her real hair in it, didn't it?
Yeah, it was like a Barbie doll, but it was like she said it was her.
bro.
And this is weird because I'm like, you know what? I ain't really connect with nobody in a minute, but I'm gonna try to connect with everybody, right? So I took it home, and I just kind of forgot about it. She was like, "Ooh, I feel it." I'm like, "I don't even have it." Like, I'm like, I don't understand. I'm like, I told her, I said, "I don't even got it with me. What are you feeling?" Like, I don't understand.
Absence? That's what you feel?
Yeah, that's what you feel. Loneliness? Is that what, that's what you did? Bro said distance. But it's everybody's weird. Everybody, you know what's the
Bro,
weirdest
she
part
the
with that?
type of girl to put blood in her food and serve it to you.
Yeah, on some Dracula shit. Like, yo,
straight up.
people are weird, bro.
Make a soul tie. You gonna wake up with like a rose quartz in your hand. Like, what?
Yo, the craziest shit. Later that day on Twitter, you know what she put? She was like, whoever got my voodoo doll, can you finger it? I said, this bitch got more than one. Like, yo, this
Oh
shit-
my.
Hey, yo, you was dishing these out to everybody? Like, it wasn't just
You
me?
just got voodoo dolls on deck.
That got me so mad.
Voodoos are us.
But the voodoos are us. Yo, hey, this is all I'm saying. You got to bring people into your space of weird. You can't
Yeah.
just jump into weird, bro.
Yeah, no.
I'm telling
You
you.
can't dive into it. I feel like, yeah, because when I'm at when I'm at the girl that, I was with,
Mhm.
I was, it was weird because she was so far gone that I could
Really?
just be weird as shit.
That's
you
the
know?
best, though, when you can just be yourself. Record scratch? No.
because I realized like I kind of need someone in my life that like kind of has standards. I feel like
Okay, all right.
because like person I'm seeing like currently like I wouldn't dare be that. Hell no.
You gotta watch who you around, know who you around.
I kind of want to, keep it together a little bit. I ain't gonna-
But you see, but that's the thing. You gotta work to that level.
yeah,
is what it is.
Yeah, I guess
You
so,
can't
yeah.
just. This is why this guy's fucked up because he came out the gate on that weird
He came
spit
out
in your
the
mouth.
gate
Like, whoa.
talking about some. I'm gonna spit in your mouth.
Yeah, it's like
And you gonna gargle my phlegm. Like that's
he sound like his Netflix killer documentary's coming out in a couple months. Like that's what it sounds like. It ain't good. It ain't good. And so what you should do, I'm a big fan. I mean, I'm not a fan of this, but as a guy who it's happened to many times, go ghost. Go Danny Phantom. Go ghost. It's time to leave. It's you know what I'm saying?
You would go you do that?
I would ghost under certain circumstances.
I don't like ghosting, man.
Yeah, it ain't you.
You know-
Sometimes you got to. As someone who's been ghosted many times, sometimes I feel it. Okay,
I've
cast for the fuck out of me. I
I
understand.
ghosted someone
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
recently.
He said recent.
But not recently, but it was recent enough for me to say it was recently. It wasn't super recent, but like this person obviously, had feelings for me and I just didn't I never
If you don't reciprocate, then it's just
I just wasn't reciprocating and then I just eventually didn't text them and they were like, so you're just gonna ghost me? And I was like,
shit.
I ain't got nothing.
I ain't got nothing.
I'm sorry. Like, I'm setting you free. Like,
Yeah.
be free.
You ever been zombied? You ever been zombied?
What's that?
Zombie is when you get ghosted, but then the ghost comes back.
Ah!
You ever been that ever happened to you?
Yeah, that happened
I've been zombied
recently, bro. And
I got
it was
zombied,
painful, bro.
I got zombied over quarantine. That's a true story.
Yeah, let's hear the story.
I got zombied. It was So actually, this is true story. It was right before quarantine started. This is actually before the COVID became a thing. I chatted somebody up, very attractive girl. To this day, I still think she's very attractive, right? We talked for a minute, right? And he was like, all right, I'm gonna hang out, let's hang out, or we gonna hang out. We planning shit. It's February 2020. We're planning shit. It's a good time, right? Yeah, you get the butterflies in your stomach. I have butterflies in here. It's constipated as shit, but I have butterflies. So we're there, and I'm like, all right, let's hang out on like Tuesday and hang out.
Right.
Nothing. Got nothing.
Oh, no.
Like, hey, you around still? Nothing. I was effectively ghosted. I texted, I think maybe 2 more times. Gone, right?
No.
Boom. COVID happens, shuts the world down. Now I'm just at home in my thoughts and feelings, right?
Oh, bro.
I was in my feelings for months. One day, I'll never forget this. It's a day in May. So that was February. We're in May now. We're in May, and it's and I'm like playing PlayStation. I'm not even doing anything because again, the world shut down. And I just get a hey. I said, oh shit.
It's always
Walking
like
Dead.
that.
It's Walking Dead episode 1.
Bro.
I said, yo. I got a long apology saying as to, sorry for
going
whatever.
through stuff.
Yeah, right. As if we all not going through shit right now.
As if the world ain't burning.
Deadly virus happening. Oh, I was going through some shit. But yeah, I've been zombied. And then
Bro.
it happens. And then you know what? But it's what you do when the zombie happens. Like I'm ready for the zombie apocalypse, bro. I'm a fuck the zombies.
I remember one time I tried zombieing someone, I guess. Like,
how you try the zombie?
all right, like I was me and a while back, me and this girl were, we talked back and forth. Nothing ever got like super serious, but it was like semi-casual, pre-talking, pre-date like type.
Okay, all right.
But,
that middle ground, right?
And
I hate that middle
she
ground.
said something that really pissed me off. I forget what it was. I think I remember what it was.
Remember the gist of it?
It was I tried to like solidify like a hangout, and she like low key curved it after like
Damn.
kind of gassing that she wanted to hang out, and I was
the bait and switch.
yeah, and I was just like, you know what, done with you, I'm done, good on that, and I just didn't talk to her for like months, man. And then
Damn.
one day I hit her up, and I was like, I hit her with the I just started typing random stuff into Snapchat so she get a notification that I was typing, and then I ain't say nothing.
I ain't saying. Oh, so it is typing, and then it's just nothing.
And then
else.
she never texted.
Ooh.
So then I was like, all right, I'm gonna just be a man. And then I texted her,
me.
hey, and she was like, hi, ? And I was like, what's good?
You just happy to make it this fall.
And she was like, with my boyfriend.
Oh, get out of here with that. Come on. What he got to do with me? Yeah, come on now.
I was like, I deserve that. I deserve that. I deserve that.
I would say, yo, I zombie people a different way. I have a different way of zombieing people. And then I do want to jump in. We have another submission I want to jump into. But what I'll do is I'll like pretend I'm ordering pizza. Like for instance, imagine we hanging out. And you're like, imagine you tell me like, yo, send me your order. Like I'll be like, let me get a large pepperoni with like breadsticks and a side of wings. But I'll send it to the girl I'm trying to zombie.
That's
right?
the dumbest thing I've heard.
So,
in my entire life, bro.
I'll send a food order to her and be like, oh my bad, I thought you was Malik. So what's good? Like I do that. So I've sent a Wendy's order. Like let me get a single with cheese and a large fry. Oh, I sent that to Ellen. Oh no, I meant that for Malik. But I know you like cheeseburgers.
Like,
so
bro, you are the single with cheese because you single and that's cheesy. You need to,
I am that single.
you need to never do that again, bro.
Yo.
That's worse than what I did.
That was my move. I've done it
Because what I did was like slightly manipulative, like mind games. You know what? I can admit that I was wrong.
You got fuck boy
but that's
tactics.
just dumb.
I got hungry boy tactics. Yo, you got to be different. You got to be different from all these other niggas out here. That's what it was. I real talk. It was like a single with cheese with nuggets and fries. I did that. And we talked for a minute, but
He said,
but then she was like,
let me get a 4 for 4 on some. That's the blackest thing I ever heard.
I did it, and then she was like, "Well, you probably got your food now, so bye." And then I'm like, "All right."
Dang, she wasn't having it.
No, because I mean, what I ended up learning was she probably took it as an offense, like, "Oh, he think I work at Wendy's," like. So I'm just like, "All right, you know what?"
She was not having it.
She wasn't having it, but
She was not having it.
One time I was a zombie, but we got another one.
Yeah, we got another one, man.
First of all, we do again hit the submission line again. Love doing this.
Yeah,
hit him with that number.
585-447-5883. Again, that's 585-447-5883.
Sounds like a car.
It is not my personal.
Sound like a used car dealer commercial, bro. That's terrible.
Come on down to 585.
Happy Honda days. All right. Anyway, go ahead. We got another one.
All right, so I'm hooking up with a guy that's hooked up with my cousin 5 days before me.
Damn.
He wants a relationship with me, but I don't think I could go into a relationship with someone that's fucked my cousin.
Wait, so, okay. Let's break it down real fast. So, had sex with...
Just having sex with a guy that had sex with her cousin 5 days prior to her.
Not even a week?
Not even
Bro couldn't even give it a week?
Not even a week.
Not even 7 business days?
Not even. Didn't it take God less time?
Yo,
more time to build Earth?
It took him a week to make all this. He couldn't wait 7 days to make a better decision. That's terrible. Wow.
Dang.
So are they it's strictly a physical relationship though? Like
I mean, he wants a relationship apparently, but she's not having it.
See, I could never. How can you? How there's no trust there because it's like, how I know you're not just gonna run off with my cousin? Like, assume the relationship goes perfect.
Yeah.
My cousin's not going anywhere.
And it's like, yeah.
My cousin's family.
Yeah.
Like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
There's always gonna be that like sexual tension between the three of them.
Yeah, and that's probably what he wanted.
He was in it for the long game. He was playing chess, not checkers.
Second of all, how did you find out? I imagine if I'm him, you got to keep that as a good secret.
I feel like the girls talked.
Girls always talk.
Girls always talk.
That's what I learned.
Girls always talk.
Even when there's nothing to talk about.
That's why they be sending them "Hey girly" texts because you caught. You got caught. Because you got caught.
You know what I learned? It doesn't matter who goes through the phone. If you go through anybody's phone, you're gonna find something.
You're gonna find something.
It doesn't
that you
matter.
do
It could
not
be there could be 0 text messages, 0 DMs, right? But something like your previous DoorDash order. Oh,
Yeah.
where was this going? Like it doesn't matter what it is.
If you go looking for dirt, you're gonna find dirt.
And she definitely found it.
She found dirt.
I don't know if she probably didn't say it in it, but she found out about that. Like it wasn't like a hey by the way type.
Why would he tell her that?
I wonder
if you're trying to get with a girl,
yeah,
and you smashed your cousin, that's the last thing you want her to know, bro.
What do you think? What is like?
And likewise, even with a girl, like if a girl was trying to get with me and she smashed my cousin,
It's over. There ain't nothing there.
I'll be like, girl, like you smashed my cousin.
Yo, that ain't right. That's foul. That's a technical foul.
It's just like because it hits the ego. Like I feel like for guys especially, it hits the ego. I feel like girls have a strong like. It's weird because like, I know a lot of people are gonna disagree with me when I say this, but I think girls have a way less fragile ego than guys do.
No, girls have a lot of that mental strength. They got that inner strength in them. They can handle
Yeah.
that. A guy can't handle that.
Yeah.
A guy will fall to pieces.
Like, yeah, like if like a girl can get cheated on and like, yeah, she'll cry, it'll hurt her, but she'll take it on the. She'll
take it and she'll keep going with life.
If a dude could cheat on his girl countless times, and the minute she goes and like just has sex with another dude, he's like, did you suck his dick? Please tell me you didn't. It's like straight up like.
No, because
we can't handle it.
Because I'm thinking to myself, if I'm in that situation, so I'm like, well, we gotta look somewhat similar, even if it's just a little bit. Like, we look kind of similar.
Yeah.
And also, you didn't even give it like 5 days. You gotta give it at least a week.
Not even.
Because like, all right, if somebody came to you and was like, all right, so maybe a couple years ago I fucked your cousin. I'm not cool with it. I'm still not cool with this. But I'm being more forgiving. All right, couple years. It depends on the pretenses on that y'all met.
That's
5 days.
That's 5 days.
5 days. You know what I can do in 5 days?
That's a work week.
Yeah, that's a work week.
That's
damn.
That's training week.
That's Monday to Friday. Job. Like the weekend didn't even happen yet. Like what? Yo, you made a move on somebody was at work. That's what that means.
Yeah, no, that's messy. That's messy on his part.
That does open the broader question though. Could you be with somebody? Okay. I'm gonna phrase this way. Could you be with somebody who you've had a relationship with? Somebody they're related to, you've had a relationship with, or you've had some kind of relationship with. Could you be with like their cousin or their brother? Well, not brother. Well, I mean, unless you into that. But it's like cousin or sister or brother. You know what I'm saying?
Someone that I've been with, could I get with their family member?
Pretty much. Like, would that bother you on a personal, mental kind of level? Or?
I think if I've been with someone And if I'm trying to get with their family member, the only reason I'm trying to get with their family member is to hurt that original person.
Oh, so you do it with malice in your heart. Oh, he does it with malice in his heart.
Yeah, that's the only.
Damn.
I don't think, because like if I'm breaking up with someone, I want to be separated from that person. You know, like I don't want to be with you, your family. You're in the past. Like I don't want. Why would I want to go to your house and your family events and then see you there?
Why would I want to go to your family events and see you?
Yeah, but but if you hurt me and like I know your sister has the hots for me, I might take her out. You know, it's like, but like, hypothetically,
This
not
guy
for real.
was-
Like I'm just saying, like hypothetically,
Oh man.
because that's just the
Is that the world we're in? That's the game.
I don't know. Like I'm not saying that's the game, but maybe that's what this dude's doing. Like,
Maybe, I don't know. Clearly, he's got an agenda.
he has an agenda.
He has. Doesn't matter what you take. If you take anything away from this, take away this. That guy's got an agenda. There's a reason why you. Well, I mean, there's a reason why you found out about it. But there's a reason why he didn't even wait a week. Like he was eyeing the both of y'all, and he was like, whichever one happens to fall into my lap first.
I think that's what he was trying to do. I think he was trying to play like the law of averages game, like just throw darts and because if you close your eyes and you throw darts, eventually you'll get a bullseye.
Eventually, you'll hit something.
You know,
maybe the whole family's bad. He's just like, let me just try with everybody. Let me just try with
Like,
everybody. See what happens.
if she don't work, I'm going to the abuela. Cause
Yeah, boy.
if she don't work, I'm going to the tiara. Like straight up, all down the tree.
That's crazy. Yo, the fact that, I don't know. I've never been in a situation like that, but definitely a weird one. But
Listen, man, some of these moms be good looking, man.
no, I agree. No, look, if you go to the gym in the morning time, yo,
Dude,
moms is out there. It's
that 6 a.m. grind, bro.
And let me say something to the moms. Let me say something to the moms.
I'll be there. Oh,
Y'all
you
looking
done left
good.
me hanging.
I
I
was
was about to say.
he put his fist up. I definitely.
I said that 6 a.m. grind. Cricket.
Yeah.
Cricket.
We'll give you nothing. I want to give a shout out to the moms who go to the gym in the morning time. I see you, and you see me, see you. It's y'all doing good. Y'all are doing amazing. I just want to say that.
He be standing behind the behind the power lift rack like,
Bro, I be standing on a treadmill, not even running. Just damn, just appreciating everything.
you that one dude that they be talking about. Cause at the gym ruin everyone's time.
Hey, yo.
Breathe heavy.
Look, I can breathe heavy in COVID times, right? It's everybody.
Why does dude got a ski mask on?
Yeah, you don't even got the medical mask. You got a ski mask on, just chilling, like appreciating everybody else's work, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Out here just being weird at the gym.
You're just being weird at the gym. Hey man, look, like I said, you got to bring people. There's one thing you can take away from this. You got to bring people into your level of weird. You can't just jump out the gate with being weird.
Yeah, you got to ease into it. You
ease
can't
into your weird.
You can't dive in the deep end because you never know. It might make people uncomfortable.
It won't, Mike. It definitely will. It most definitely 100% positively will make them more creep about.
That's not what
Again, unless you're into that fast track weirdness. That's the other part of it too. If you're into the fast track weirdness, not a lot of people are. And to be honest, in today's dating environment, to find somebody who is, you have to have some kind of pre-established connection with them. But it's like now these days, people weird out here.
Yeah, I mean, people kind of like, we live in a very curated, everything's
SAT
curated. Like
SAT word. All right, that's how you know he's serious. He put
it's
out
like our Instagram pages, our social media, like people are very, very, very kind of scared to be vulnerable. So like
yes,
being weird, I feel like that's like a level of vulnerability that just intimidates other people. So it's like
not everybody's willing to share what's really going on. You remember, everybody's just. If there's one thing I've learned from the social media in general, everybody wants to look great on social media, right?
Yeah.
You be sitting in your room with no drawers on, but meanwhile you posting just like amazing shit.
Right, you act like you went on Linux shopping. you in upstate New York,
right? You went upstate New York,
in a basement,
New York in the basement, in the middle of the woods.
Your mom's house. You ain't at Linux. You ain't on Saks Fifth.
You ain't on Saks Fifth. You're not even near there. You out here chilling, but yo. Just want to wrap up this again. This is episode 1 of the 2 Cents of Humor podcast. You see what it is already. We take the submissions. We talk about what's going on. We talk about y'all issues, but we talk about our issues too. We definitely add that personal element. Make sure to stay tuned. These episodes are dropping every week.
Yes, sir.
Me and him, that's at the status quo. And my man Malik, what's your handle?
At it's Malik L on everything.
You'll definitely see a little pop up at the bottom of the screen, so you guys can give us a follow. Man,
also, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you share this with all your friends. Hit the bell icon.
Yes.
If you're watching us on YouTube, definitely, we need to get our numbers up. Subscribe. Help us out. We can't do it without you guys.
And I can't do it without you, man. Appreciate
Likewise,
you.
brother.
Started something special. Tune in next week. We got another one coming at you. Peace out, everybody.
Peace.